Well, some of them are. Some of them are in danger of that. Not all of them, but I think they should certainly resist being that. That's not our job. I mean, there are agencies that think, and the planning is the servant of. Planning is the servant of the work. It's not the servant of any other agenda other than that, and it's not there to agree or to smooth the path. It's there to stimulate great, effective work. I don't think it's nobody's puppy, and I think it needs to be undomesticated and feral. I started as a qualitative researcher, so that's all I did was do focus groups. It's quite arduous, but it's well, Richard Huntington was blogging the other day about how planners have stopped doing their own research, that we're desk bound and we're not spending time with the audience in the places where they live and operate. And I think he had a really good, those remote data listening tools are no substitute for being in somebody's home and seeing sort of what's in their cupboard or what their wallpaper's like or what kind of dog they've got. And I don't think we don't do enough of that. It was invaluable. It was hard work doing research, but it was a great, brutal reminder that the people and the lives they lead, that we depend on, that we talk to, are quite often very different from us. No net loss yet, but I suppose perhaps I won't know that loss, and people will just point me out and say, look at Weigel, he's not up on, I don't know, programmatic media buying. I think there's a balance, isn't there? There's a balance between sort of educating yourself about the new stuff, but I think you learn from people who've actually made stuff and built stuff and listen to their actual experience rather than these tomes of This is the wonderful thing about our industry. We love our shiny toys. I mean, it makes it fun, doesn't it? It makes the people we work with fun and interesting, because we're interested in new stuff. We're not most of us aren't a bunch of sort of fusty old men in tweed jackets looking in the past and clinging, not wanting change. I think, there's a risk with bright shiny object syndrome, but there's also lots of good. It makes it fun and exciting. It makes you try new stuff, but you've just got to be, don't be an idiot about it. But we do love our buzzword du jour. I'm still slightly scratching my head about content, because I can't get anybody to tell me what it is. It's a bit like, it reminds me of there was a famous court case in the US many decades ago, and I think it was a pornography trial. And I think the judge uttered the word something along the lines of, I don't know what pornography is, but I know it when I see it, sort of thing, And I think the same with content. We don't know what content is, but we do know when we're presented with it. But it is amusing to ask, if you want to have fun at Cannes, ask people who are advocating content what it is in a sentence, if they can tweet it. If they can tweet, there's a definition. I'd still maintain that understanding culture, psychology, buying behaviour is still required, irrespective of making an ad or building some digital experience or a physical product. All marketing is psychology.